Wind is moving from right to left as we look at it, but swirling. And Beattie will try it again. And the kick taken by Washington at the 10-yard line. Devon Washington gets hit hard immediately as Chris Aki is downfield to help with the special team spot. And the Bombers will start at their own 26-yard line. Here are the starters to watch for Winnipeg.
Obviously, Drew Willie, center of attention all week long. His head is clear, and he's ready to go. And good idea to keep Paris Cotton. Tremendous back with a lot of lateral movement involved in the game. And Clarence Denmark, his go-to guy, certainly last year and this season thus far.
Paris Cotton with the carry. Cotton over 100 yards in week 1 against the Saskatchewan Roughriders, brought down right away by Alan Michael Cash out of the Alouettes.
Gordon, you know how I like linebackers, and I'm just going right across the board here. Chip Cox, 11 tackles last week, off to a great start in 2015. Winston Venable on the other side, actually the team captain defensively. And Kyler Ellsworth draws in for Bear Woods, who just had surgery on his right pec, going to be out for 6 weeks. So look for a lot of Kyler Ellsworth.
On 2nd and 8, Drew Willie under pressure, and he is dropped. The flag comes down as Corby Irvin got there. So the Bombers, who had limited quarterback sacks to 1 in week 1 after allowing a league-high 71 holding.
Winnipeg number 68. That penalty is declined. 3rd down.
And the center, Dominic Picard, was called for holding, but it'll be a 2-and-out for the Bombers, who did not have one in week 1 against Saskatchewan.
And Corey Irvine right here on your screen right there, right over the left side, and one technique. Little stunt. Comes scot-free to Drew Willie. Not what you want to see with a team that's struggled with protection last week.
And we welcome those of you who are just joining us. Stephen Logan takes the punt from Liram Haralahu of the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. And after a 2-and-out by Winnipeg, Montreal starts its 1st down at the Bomber 49-yard line.
Yeah, how can you not put Rakeem Cato up there after what he did last week? Introducing himself to the country. Jeff Parrott, he's going to rely on the big man up front. Peruvian all-star in the right tackle spot. Terrell Sutton. I don't care if you're a veteran quarterback, let alone a young one. Use your run game, keep it a part of the game plan.
And Sutton and Cato on a busted play, and Cato has to dive down, a loss of 4. So Cato and Sutton not moving in the same direction after Terrell Sutton had a good week last week against Calgary, rushing for 134 yards on 25 carries.
So already a sloppier play than we've seen last week, because this kid just absolutely opens up the wrong way and realizes it in a hurry, and then does a smart thing. Just gets down and lived to play another play because the posse was coming from inside out and he had nowhere to run.
Back and throwing the pass is caught by Fred Stamps. And Stamps wrapped up right away by Johnny Adams. Will be short of a Montreal 1st down as they'll mark him down at the 40-yard line. It'll be a yard now on 3rd down to go, a long yard for the Alouettes.
Yeah, it's pretty simple. It's an ISO for a veteran receiver and a young quarterback. There's the Fred. He's all by himself on the short side of the football field. Going to just go up, try to get to the sticks, push his receiver off, and then secure the football. He got 14, looking for 15. That's why we're looking at 3rd and 1. Not a bad game plan. Go to veteran receiver, ISO all by himself early.
And Montreal Gambles, 3rd and a yard and a half, really. From the shotgun. And the give goes off to Sutton. Terrell Sutton has that with ease as he busts across the 35 down to the 34-yard line, a gain of 6.
Yeah, he does. Terrell Sutton, 210 pounds, 3rd-year player from Northwestern. He's coming downhill, and this is just a good job of the right side of the offensive line, getting on hat, and just getting him moving. It's just zone protection there, blocking. Sees a little crease. Takes Sam Hurl, middle linebacker for Winnipeg Blue Bombers, for a ride, moving the chains.
the give to Sutton again. And this time, not much doing as Greg Beach gets in to make the tackle. We welcome viewers tonight on ESPN2 in the United States. The Rakeem Cato story, a remarkable one. In week 1, he's in street clothes. Watching week 2, gets a win as a starter.
Yeah, phenomenal job. Defensive starters to watch here. Chris Randall moving to strong side linebacker from the field side corner. Big time adjustment for him. Maurice Leggett's back in the middle for the second week. Team captain on that defensive side of football. Damon Washington, put him up there because you're one of the best athletes on the football field. Allow him to make a play for you at any given time.
Second down. Cato fires and the pass is caught. Alex Charette makes the catch and gets close to another Montreal first down. Charette, a 4th-round pick in the 2015 Canadian Football League draft out of Guelph University.
Yeah, another high percentage complete throw here and play call for the young quarterback. You're going to see this a lot. This is just a little slip screen, bubble screen basically out to number 3 receiver to the field. Anybody can do that. You do that in your sleep as a quarterback. From the gun, just toss it out there, let everybody else do their jobs.
They get the first down on Cato. Has lots of time. He's under pressure. Cato gets away. Looks at the field and throws, and the pass is intercepted. Picked off by Chris Randall. He goes out of bounds at the 8-yard line. So Cato picked off for the first time in his young CFL career after being flushed out of the pocket.
And it cost him.
Bombers take over first down at their own 8-yard line. Here's Paris Cotton with the carry. And Cotton with some second effort fights his way across the 10-yard line. Initial contact was made by Montreal's Gerald Brown. The gain is 4. So this was last week against the Hamilton Ticats. Late in the first quarter, Drew Willie under pressure got hit hard.
Yeah, now Chris Schultz has it right in the protection, broke down up front. Paris Cotton's supposed to come over and pick up Reed, and he's got 3, which causes the beginning of all the havoc. But Drew Willie is not out there. It wasn't a concussion, folks. He was just hit hard. He wanted to come back and play.
Here comes the blitz on second down. Willie throws, and Rory Colt back in the Winnipeg lineup for Grissom last week has the catch and a first down to the 27-yard line, a gain of 14.
Yeah, Rory Colt, fourth-year player from Saskatchewan. Born in Regina, coming right at you. His veteran presence, he's taken the spot for Addison Richards, draft choice this year. It gives him a little more veteran presence on the field and certainly playmaking capability. Because Addison Richards is still a little bit wet behind the ears.
Now to give again to Cotton, who gets the corner. Paris Cotton taken down. A flag comes down on the tackle by Montreal's Jonathan Hefney, the former Bomber.
It looks like Gerald Brown got his hand up high over the face mask on Paris Cotton. And official was right on it. He called that.
Major foul, unnecessary roughness. Montreal number 23. 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Yeah, they call it on Hefney. And so tack on 15 for the gain of 5, and the Bombers are on the march.
And again, a nice deception play, trying to get the edge. There you go, Brown right there. That's Gerald Brown. It wasn't on Hefney. Just got his hand, basically just tackled him with a swat across the helmet.
So first down, Winnipeg from the 47. Willie throws. Collard's got the pass, and the new middle linebacker, Kyler Ellsworth, comes in to make the stop. You mentioned Ellsworth on in place of Bear Woods, who will likely miss the season for the Montreal Alouettes, who have 14 players on the 6-game injured list.
Yeah, a lot of people down early for the Alouettes, and I love Kyler Ellsworth, walk on at Michigan State. Go back to 2014 Rose Bowl, where he replaces the starting middle linebacker because he's suspended, team violations, and gets the job done. Ends up being the MVP of that game. Connor making making things happen when he gets a chance.
Now Willie throws, caught in the catch. He gets bounced back, but
going to get a good spot, Gord.
yeah, Ellsworth makes the tackle, but it looks like Cotton got the left-footed spot, and that'll move Winnipeg into Montreal territory. First down to 51.
Yeah, Gord, I've seen a lot of it this year already. Zone coverage, defenders playing off, and then quarterbacks, which we've seen as of late, last 6, 7, 8, 9 years in the Canadian Football League. High percentage throws, not forcing it into coverage, just dumping it down, letting your backs pick up yards after the catch and moving the chains, just like we saw there.
And the give again to Cotton, and Paris Cotton fights down to the 45, and Matt, with Drew Willie the controls in 14 possessions. Winnipeg has only gone 2 and out twice. After he left the game against Hamilton, they went out 2 and out 7 times, including 4 consecutive possessions in the second half.
Yeah, it's a big drop off, and you felt the wind come out of their sails last week when Willie went down. And folks, again, I'll say it wasn't a concussion. It was a hit to the head. I've been hit 20, 25 times throughout a ball game, and not all of them are going to cause concussions. He wasn't concussed, so the concussion protocol wasn't in place. But they did anyways, sat him out, erred on the side of caution, and I think did a phenomenal job of handling Drew Willie, the franchise player. But kids as tough as they come, and sometimes you have to get in front of the player so that he doesn't, because sometimes they just don't know. And in the case of the Winnipeg Blue Bombers and how they handled Drew Willie this week, I've been there before. When he rolled over onto his stomach, we saw that footage. He was checking inventory right there, Gord. He was just checking body parts.
Cameron Marshall stopped short of a first down, so we'll get a Liram Haralahu field goal try from 52 yards out. The wind is at his back.
Yeah, and he's got a big leg, too, like Beatty, his counterpart today's game. This is a no-brainer for them to kick it that far.
Wow. That's good for maybe 62.
Yeah, easily. That was 15 yards deep in the end zone.
Bombers get the openings. Liram Haralahu has a new career long 52-yard field goal to open the score in the first quarter. He pounded that one. Now Cato up and throwing, and the pass is incomplete for S.J. Green, and a late flag comes down on the coverage by Johnny Adams right in front of the Montreal bench. A lot of talk about penalties being up in the opening couple of weeks of the CFL season. They are, but the vast majority of those penalties, Matt, are offside and procedure.
Defensive pass interference. Winnipeg number 20. Point of foul. Automatic. First down.
So Adams called for PI on the attempt by Rakeem Cato.
Yeah, he's got a good position. He just gets there a little bit early. You're going to watch SJ bust out here, and then he gets his arm around his waist and pulls him just a little bit in redirection. You can't do that.
Here's Sutton on the first down carry. And Sutton gets a gain of 3 on the play. He slides out, but Greg Peach is there to make the stop for the Bombers. And one of the stories for Winnipeg through 2 weeks, Matt, is the fact that this defense is giving up a lot of yards. 463 a game through the first couple weeks. Almost 1,000 yards surrendered in the first 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's too much. No matter what it is, close to 500 yards a ball game, and it's. But I like the change of philosophy. It's not everybody on the defense saying, "What do we do, coach? How do we stop this?" It's one guy Buxton every other play that's causing the problems. They can fix this.
Second and long, and Cato is down. Sacked by Maurice Leggett on the blitz. And Cato knew he'd be seeing a lot of pressure from his Winnipeg defense. And the loss on the play is 12.
Yes, it's pretty simple, and you got to be able to see this and anticipate and get rid of the football. We saw this last week. He's going to come from depth right here, and Cato's got to be able to see this and get rid of the football with a sense of urgency. That's his man. Last week we saw him stand in there and deliver the football downfield and complete it. This week, a little bit different. Winnipeg's got a beat on him right now early in the first quarter.
Justin Belton back to receive this punt. Hammered deep by Boris Beatty. It bounces in front of Belton, who picks it up on the hop from the 35-yard line. Belton's got some room to run and gets out to the 53-yard line, which is where the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, confident in the Bombers' medical staff. And 3 for 3 to start the game for 26 yards. Bombers start for the 53-yard line. Winnipeg over the top. He's got a man close down for the catch. Gets down to the 15-yard line. Chip Cox is back to make the tackle, but the gain is 41 for Winnipeg.
Yeah, this is striking them. You know, you're in a good field position. Why not take a strike down the football field? Gonna right down the hash here. Watch Denmark get it. Nice pickup in the backfield on Winston Venable. Throw it out there. He walks in. Drew Willie a little underthrown, but he'll take that big chunk of change any day.
Mitchell White there on the stop as well. First down now from the 15-yard line. Back to the ground to Paris Cotton. And Gabriel Napton gets a big paw on him and limits the gain to 2.
It just seemed like the time was off there on the exchange between Cotton and Willie. And it was like it was a little letting those big boys do their thing up front. I like it. Letting them pound.
When Drew Willie left the game last week, the score was 10-7 Hamilton. 20 minutes later, it was 38-7 Ticats.
It got ugly in a hurry. The wind of the sails was gone. The team was deflated, and so was the crowd. It was a completely stunned stadium in the Besser Group field.
Now on second and long, Willie under pressure gets flashed out and throws to an open sideline. Under pressure on the play from Corby Irvin, who sacked Willie earlier. That'll bring up third and long, and again the field goal unit will come on for Winnipeg.
Yeah, you got a nice pocket here for Drew Willie right here. Nobody's really in his lap or in his sight of vision. He just kind of gets happy feet. Just stay right there. You can call that a coverage sack, but I'll put that on Drew Willie as just losing his vision down the field and anticipating with that clock going off in his head that he should get rid of the football. Not a bad idea. Don't take a sack, chunk it, put 3 on the board.
Puts it through from 21 yards out, and the Winnipeg Blue Bombers have added to their lead. Now up by 6 with 2:33 to go. They fake the direct snap to Stephen Logan, swinging up to Fred Stamps, and Stamps has got a first down and more up to the 50-yard line. And a well-designed play there by Montreal as Randall makes the stop. The gain is 15.
Quite well designed, but it's just a little hit screen and almost never got off because the running back, Steph Logan's coming across the field, and when the ball is snapped, it almost hits him. That was a great fake. It's almost too good. And Fred Stamps all alone just lopes up the field for an easy first down.
Now to give it up to Logan, gets around the corner, and Stephen Logan tried to bounce off Greg Peach, but Peach got a right hand on him to drag him down and limit the gain to 4.
Yeah, this is Chris Randall showing you his speed and why they moved him from the corner to the strong side linebacker position, a hybrid position that's asked to do so much defensively. You're involved in the run, pass coverage, oftentimes covering backs, sometimes 1, 2, and 3 receivers. Doesn't matter. You've got to be able to do a lot. That's a shot at Greg Peach right there, not Chris Randall. Chris Randall turned that back inside, let his defenders and his teammates come make the play.
Second and 6 from the 54. Cato looks over the top, and S.J. Green's got a catch by S.J. Green.
What a throw!
And the ball right in there over the head of DeMond Washington. The gain is 26. And a Montreal first down.
Boy, Tom Higgins talks about this kid's accuracy. Watch him just spot this football in the exact look. He's looking at S.J. the whole time. Lifts it right over the top. Actually hit a fingertip of DeMond Washington, but S.J. with his big mitts just pulls in. You can see Cato tracking. S.J. Green just dumps it down to beautifully spotted football.
On first down, Cato fires again. The catch is made by Montreal's Cody Hoffman, and he gets drilled.
See that one coming. Cody Hoffman from Crescent City, California.
And Johnny Adams just drills him.
Coming right at you.
Johnny Adams with the stick, but Montreal moves the sticks. First down inside the 20. Samuel Giguere on the end around. Giguere fighting for another first down, gets inside the 10-yard line. He'll have it. And flags come down at the end of the play. On the other side of the field, DeMond Washington and S.J. Green were going at it. And there are 2 flags on the play. A good 60 yards from where all that was going on.
That was a little carryover from the play before where I think might have been a little John going on from S.J. beating Damon on the cross or climb route where we saw Rakeem Cato spot the ball and locate it perfectly to the big receiver.
After the play, unnecessary roughness, major foul, Montreal number 19. Will apply the penalty to start the second half. That'll be the end of the first quarter.
So that's going to take the Alouettes back with the first down. It comes after the play, so it's
Now in the red zone.
first down for the 22. Cato throws. Nick Lewis has his first catch. And Lewis gets dragged down by Sam Hurl. The gain is 7.
Dragged down is right, Gord, because Sam just kind of hung on to the 244-pound Nick Lewis.
Like trying to take down a water buffalo.
Yeah, when I brought him in the league in 2004, Nick was about 195. He's put on a good 50 since then. But I tell you, he's morphed into being a different type of athlete. And he's still got great power. And Sam Hurl got a good taste of that right there.
Now from the 15. Sutton dragged down there by Leggett, who's having a big first half. The quarterback sack and then limits the gain to nothing and brings up third down for Montreal.
Yeah, Maurice Leggett is just a playmaker, and you know, sometimes it's tough to watch him being so far off the football. That's why they move him up. Move him up into the box, bring him, run blitz him, and right there is a perfect call by the Winnipeg defense. Head man DC, Richie Hall.
So Boris Beatty, the first-year man, 4 for 4 so far. This try will come from just inside 22 yards. Brandon Bridge with the hold. And Beatty puts it through, and the Alouettes have their first points of the game. All 9 points of this game come on field goals.
You know, Gord, we just saw Boris Beatty, first-year player, about 6'4", 225, 230. Great athlete, big-time leg. We saw Liram Haralahu already hit 2 field goals, 1 from 52 yards. The rule changes that we're seeing in the kicking game with not being allowed the 5 interior people on punt cover teams not being allowed to downfield until the ball's punted, I think has really changed the game. So you're going to see big-time legs now. Not just guys directionally kicking, but big-time legs with hang time, and we've certainly got that here tonight.
Bombers take over now at their 35-yard line, moving into the wind here in the second quarter. And the first down carry goes to Cameron Marshall. And he's wrapped up right away by Montreal's Alan Michael Cash. Third-year man of North Carolina State, and the gain is 3.
Didn't practice first couple weeks or couple days this week. He was having some head problems, and you know, to me, that's more of a sign. When he was diagnosed with the concussion, he's playing out here. Willie wasn't diagnosed with the concussion, and he took all the heat for coming back and playing today.
Second down. Willie's throwing. He's got Denmark open. He makes the touchdown to the 40-yard line. Billy Parker there on the coverage. The gain is 32.
Yes, this is Clarence Denmark. He's got leverage right now. At the line of scrimmage, he leans into him, then ball's in the air already. That ball was spotted so beautifully by Drew Willie before Clarence Denmark was even close to separating from the defender. The ball was in the air and spotted perfectly for the Denmark easy catch.
Denmark 2 catches for 73 yards so far tonight. Now here's Marshall on the first down carry, flags are down. As Marshall busts inside the 30-yard line, this will come back. It's a holding call against Winnipeg. Bombers, the most penalty yards in the Canadian Football League in the first 2 weeks of the season. Here's Tom Balessi call.
Winnipeg number 68. 10-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Second time Picard's been called in the first half for holding. The first was waved off.
Dominic Picard, just center, snapping the ball to Willie right there. It looks like he's got leverage, and as soon as Alan Michael Cash tries to cross his face, that's when Picard's feet stop working, and he's got to grab with his arms, and that's when the hold happens.
Your old teammate Chris Walby would say that's not holding. I'll show you holding.
You got to move your feet. Continue to work, get your hat in the hole there, and he didn't do that.
First and long, Willie looking down the field. The pass is incomplete for Darvin Adams. And Jonathan Hefney, the former Bomber, is back on the coverage. Another flag comes down at the end of the play. It's 1st and 20.
Holding. Winnipeg number 69. That penalty is declined. Second down.
This time they get Suk Chung, the 2nd overall pick of the 2015 Canadian Football League draft.
Yeah, and Gord, he's right here, and he's going to beat Suk Chung, and you got Bowman coming out here. Watch the move Alan Michael Cash puts on Sung. Right there, underarm, and just powers his way to the quarterback. Suk Chung trying to protect Drew Willie. No stopping 91, Alan Michael Cash on that play.
2nd and 20 from the 50-yard line. 4-man rush, and it gets to Willie. Down he goes on the sack by Corby Irvin, his 2nd of the first half. And suddenly the Bombers find themselves on the wrong side of midfield.
Just a real simple stunt up front. Corey Irvin, first-year player from Georgia. Well, he's just going to get her done by just a little movement here. He's just going to come across here and gain leverage just by, and he's on Chris Reeves, and he just pile drives. I'm talking about putting on skates and putting Reeves on his back and gets to Willie.
Stephen Logan back to receive this punt from Haralahu. A high, towering kick. Logan inside the 15-yard line. And Logan with a couple of great moves. The flag comes down. Logan out to the 38-yard line. The tackle was made by Winnipeg's Jesse Briggs. 6-3 Winnipeg with the lead. And Corby Irvin, the first Russell Wilson now with the Seattle Seahawks.
That's a Division I record, but it only ties the Division II record at 46 games.
And Cato taken down under pressure from Brian Turner.
And you know who has that Division II record along with him?
Who, Matt?
Mike Riley
of the Edmonton Eskimos.
That's correct. Yes. Yeah, you know, whatever Montreal can do, so can the defensive line of the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. That was Brian Turner. It's just coming scot-free, a little stunt of their own. Right in on the lap of Rakeem Cato, who's 6 of 7, 79 yards through the first quarter and an interception. Good completion percentage, but looks out of sorts. Not comfortable yet.
From Liberty City, a neighborhood in Miami. Mom died and he was a teenager raised by his sister.
Yeah, one of 7 children.
Story of hardship and redemption. And the handoff goes to Sutton, and Sutton fights his way up to the 35-yard line, where he's brought down.
You know, watching him hand the ball off to Sutton, that we saw something last week where Rakeem Cato did the same thing, similar play, and then tapped Sutton on the backside as he was handing the football to him. It's kind of a little love pat, you know. Yeah. And you know, and here's the play. Now he's going to come over and he hands it off, and then typically, and he's carrying out a play fake there, which I like that misdirection, keeping the containing. Maybe we'll get back to that shuttle I'm talking about. It's unbelievable. I've never seen it before.
Now the play fake, and the pass is picked off, and this is going the other way. Johnny Adams, touchdown. 39 yards. His second career pick. And his first touchdown in his first season out of Michigan State.
Pressure in his face. Like I said, he doesn't seem comfortable. Here comes the pressure right in his face. And he forces a ball. He can't see S.J. Green and Johnny Adams picking his pocket. First-year player from Michigan State, walk-in. 6 for Adams. Boy, he just jumped out, read it perfectly. Cato couldn't see him because of the pressure in his face. Well, that's pretty. That is really pretty. There's Khalil Bass coming off the edge. Got his arms up. Impeded Cato from being able to see his big receiver. And this kid's getting taught a serious lesson right now on the road at Investors Group Field by the Winnipeg Blue Bomber defense. He's just been playing. He's just been playing and confusing the young quarterback. Hasn't let him get settled down by pushing the football down the field.
point after attempt. It's missed. That's his third point after miss so far this season. And Hirala, who had a great year last year, was a rookie for Winnipeg, struggling to put up the ones. So the Bombers now lead by 9.
In 3 games. Still got a good half of football left to play. Kick on fire.
Low driving kick, Logan from the 10. Step in Logan. And the joystick. Out across the 40 to the 42-yard line. Another late flag comes down.
What do you about?
Winnipeg's Lynn J. Shell makes the stop.
What do you know about joystick and the Daz band? You know anything about that?
Well, no, they call him joystick because he runs like he's in a video game.
Yeah.
Holding. Montreal number 99. During the return. 10-yard penalty. First down.
Jesse Joseph, first-year player from University of Connecticut. You know what? You talk about Stephon Logan there, and he's put on about 5 pounds of muscle. And when you're 5'7", and you go about 185, another 5 pounds of muscle, all of a sudden you look like Superman. It's a discernible difference looking at him out there. He's a much bigger player this year, but still possesses that quickness that we've gotten used to.
Another 30 guy brought in by the Alouettes along with Nick Lewis and Fred Stamps. So the Alouettes, after the interception return for a touchdown, started their own 30-yard line. And the pass is complete. Sam Giguère with the catch and run up to the 47-yard line, a 17-yard gain. So all 9 of Cato's passes this evening have been caught. 7 by the Alouettes, 2 by the Bombers.
I love what I see here. The young quarterback settling down and not getting flustered, coming right back. Great eyes and vision. Watch his eyes when the ball snapped. He's going to go through his progressions. You can actually see him going through his one. Looks left. Looks right. Comes back left. Finds his receiver. Spots it beautifully. It's a way to settle back down.
On first down, Cato slings it again. And Logan makes the catch. Out to the 53-yard line. Khalil Bass there to make the stop. Gain is 6.
Yeah, Khalil Bass having a good couple of series here. First-year player from Portland State. He caused that interception, getting in Rakeem's face, and Johnny Adams to the rest. That was a nice open field tap on a very elusive running back, Stephon Logan.
Give it off to Sutton, and Sutton fights his way across midfield, moves the pile, and should be close to a Montreal first down, running in behind Christian Matt and Luc Brodeur-Jardin.
Yeah, it's first down. When you talk about Terrell Sutton, and I talked to him before the ball game, and I said, Terrell, what do you weigh? About 210. I said, where is it? He pointed to those legs. It's all in those legs. He just got massive legs, and he showed you the power in him right there, moving 4 or 5 Bombers along with him, picking up the first down.
Another guy from Akron, played at Northwestern. First down, Montreal. Play fake to Sutton. Cato thinking over the top. He's got S.J. Green wide open. Green the catch down to the 2-yard line. Matt Buckner there to prevent a touchdown, but S.J. Green has a gain of 52 yards. It'll be first and goal, Alouettes.
Boy, he had him early, and he just didn't see him till late. S.J. Green is just flying. He's right here. He's going to go down the football field, and he's wide open as soon as he clears that man right there. Nobody's on him. It's a bust in coverage. Cato sees him late, doesn't get it out there, but that's a big chunk of change right there that Alouettes desperately needed.
Now first and goal from the 2. S.J. Green, 77 yards receiving already. Now the play fake to Sutton. Cato off and running, throws, incomplete. Green had it for a moment and couldn't hang on.
I can't believe that he even threw this football. About took more points off the board because it gets cloudy in a hurry. Watch as he rolls to his right here. You're going to see all kinds of people flash in front of his face. He's lucky this was picked right there.
That's the first pass he's thrown.
Right over, hasn't been caught. Right over Bruce Johnson's, right over his helmet. He just fanned on it. And then S.J. couldn't locate it and secure it for the TD. Unbelievable.
Second And play called before the snap.
Time count violation. Montreal number 12. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
Cato was not called for a time count last week. Michael O'Shea, the Winnipeg head coach, applauding the crowd here for helping out there.
Absolutely. Investors Group Field is one of the loudest stadiums I've ever been in my 32 years in the Canadian Football League. It's like a hockey arena outdoors. When this crowd gets going, it is unbelievably loud and very disruptive.
Second and goal. Cato to the corner of the end zone. Incomplete, but a flag comes down. He was looking there for Cody Hoffman. Damon Washington was back on the coverage along with Maurice Leggett. This will go against the Bombers.
Defensive pass interference. Winnipeg number 7. Foul was in goal. Ball will be placed on the 1. Automatic first down.
So it's called against Washington. And there's an injured Montreal Alouette in the corner of the end zone.
That's Cody Hoffman.
That is Hoffman, who was the intended target.
Yeah, when he fell, I believe he hurt himself. And you can see the tail end of it here. He goes up, tries to get it. There's Damon Washington interfering, not playing the football, pushing Hoffman, and he lands. Not sure what he hurt, but he stayed down, never got up. There's PI. That's an easy call for the officials.
Came down hard in his left leg.
Left shoulder. Hate to speculate.
So it will be a first and goal for the Alouettes.
Cody was injured a lot during training camp, too, with a bit of a hamstring problem, and he recovered from that. Could get back in the lineup and showing a lot of promise at a touchdown catch. And
with the left knee, they're checking Hoffman from Crescent City, California. As a high school player, a CFL quarterback used to come down in the offseason and throw to high school players to stay warm. That CFL quarterback was Buck Pierce.
Not bad. He's got to chunk the ball around. I mean, nice little battery there. Pitching and catching. Quarterback and receiver. You see BYU product, first-year player.
So Hoffman will make the long walk to the far side.
At least he's walking.
And so now, on first and goal from the 1, Brandon Bridge comes in at quarterback for the Alouettes. It was Bridge who relieved Dan Lefevre after both Jonathan Crompton and Dan Lefevre were hurt in the Alouettes opener against Ottawa. But Bridge did not get the start last week against Calgary.
Talking to him today before the ball game, was extremely disappointed he didn't get that start, but he said he's going to go back to work and be ready when he does. I believe in that kid. He's got all the skills necessary to be successful at this level. Just got to overcome that C that's on his chest right now, in my opinion.
They've been the first Canadian to start a CFL game in nearly 20 years. First and goal from the 1. Bridge straight ahead. No indication yet. The two officials looking at each other. And it appears as though Bridge did not get in. There is a flag in the corner of the end zone.
Major foul, unnecessary roughness. Winnipeg number 25. Half the distance of the goal, automatic first down.
Well, you can't get closer than 1.
No, you can't, because the ball, for all you folks watching it back south of the border, the ball's always going to be spotted at the 1 because you got a 1-yard neutral zone. He's got a good line of it. Winnipeg goes low, does what they got to do, submarine and stop the pass. Third momentum for Montreal.
Now Bridge dives ahead again. And again, no indication. And now they do a touchdown. Montreal, Brandon Bridge has his first Canadian Football League touchdown. An 8-play drive that began at the Alouette 30-yard line.
And by condensing everybody in the box here, it's just Neanderthal football. Let's just kind of root them out. Everybody does it. I'm not a big believer in it. You got 65 yards worth of field to
procedure. No end. Montreal. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Yeah. So
don't do your touchdown dance yet.
absolutely. So now you got to work in who we're going to see. We'll see Cato back out there.
So it was first and goal from the 1.
Cato's got to grab his helmet over there.
Yeah.
Use the field. Spread them out.
So we mentioned an 8-play drive, Matt. Half of those plays have come from inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah, and they're just banging ahead.
After the application of the first penalty, we had objectionable conduct, 94 Winnipeg. Half the distance of the goal, first down.
So DeAndre Harlan is called for objectionable conduct. So you go back 10, back up halfway, and it's first and goal from the 3. We were just here about 5 minutes ago.
Gord, Glenn Johnson, Vice President of officiating the Canadian Football League, in charge of everything. He says something that's, I think, very pertinent for a time right now. Short-term pain for long-term gain with these rule changes.
5th play inside the 7-yard line. First and goal from the 3. Sutton forced out wide, and Matt Buckner makes a great open field tackle. And the play results in a loss of a yard. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 4.
Yeah, this is Matt Buckner, 4th-year player from Windsor, just got contained, and Sutton's going to bounce it out. You're going to see him come from here. You're going to see him from the right of your screen. There he is. He's got contained. That's his job. Bring him down. That's a nice open field tackle on a strong running back. Never getting out leveraged. Doing what he's supposed to do, Matt Buckner.
Sutton's got some room to run, and he got picked off by Randall, but he gets in for the touchdown.
Boy, that looked close.
Now, this will be reviewed automatically by the CFL Command Center, but Terrell Sutton puts his head down, collides hard with Randall. The question is, did he cross the plane of the goal line? The officials say yes.
Again, Terrell Sutton, Buffalo girl's going to go around the outside. They're going to try to get the edge, and he's just going to go right to left, or left to right. Try to get out there with speed, and at the end, you can see Chris Randall come across.
Do you think he got in, Matt?
I'm not sure. It's better look at it. Better look at it right here. See if that ball crosses the plane. Ooh, I don't see it. I don't see it. I think Chris Randall got there. Strong side linebacker for the Bombers.
You know what, Matt?
I can't see that as being a touchdown.
If they didn't get in there, the Alouettes are going to think there's a force field at the goal line.
Well, there has been. It's been themselves, shooting themselves in the foot.
This is being reviewed, as we mentioned. All scoring plays and turnovers are automatically reviewed.
Bunching everything up, Gord. Trying to root them out. Playing Neanderthal football.
The Alouettes have run 6 plays inside the 7-yard line.
Winnipeg is.
This would, by the way, if this is ruled not a touchdown, it would be 3rd and goal from the 1.
There's no look at it. I don't think he gets in. Watch Chris Randall, left to right, sliding down. Got a bead on Sutton the whole time, and then lays the helmet. I don't think that's a touchdown. I don't think the ball ever crossed the line. That's not the shot that's going to be able to tell us. The one that's going to determine is the one we saw right before that.
And the ruling is, it is a touchdown. So the call stands.
I don't get it.
And now,
arms up in the air, Gord.
Beat it out with a point after from the 32-yard line. Puts it up and through, and it's now a 12-10 Winnipeg lead with 4:23 to go. It took a few cracks.
Not the foot.
You're arguing with the command center now.
Absolutely. I just don't see that. I think Winnipeg should be looking at 3rd and 1 right, or 3rd and goal right.
By Beatty over the head of DeMond Washington right through the end zone. And you talked about Beatty's live leg earlier.
Well, he was hitting 50, 55 yarders, and he was hitting them in the back of the end zone. Yeah, obviously you look at that, he's kicking the ball 75, 85 yards in the air.
There's
Candace Reed cannot say enough about Boris Beatty.
Former head coach, now the special teams coordinator for the Alouettes. Beatty, born in France, moved to Quebec to play university football at Laval.
Yeah.
By the way, not counting Beatty, The Alouettes have 11 Quebecers on their roster.
I love that. You know, it's kind of like in the States with college football, not letting your blue chippers get out of the state, keeping them in state so your fan base can relate to the kids that have been brought up locally. Same thing going on with Montreal, signing players from the area there. I love it.
Paris Cotton with the first down carry and flags fly. It'll be procedure against the Bombers. 4:04 to go here in the opening half. Winnipeg with a 12-10 lead.
Procedure, no end. Winnipeg. That penalty is declined. Second down.
Thus far this season, by the way, the East has dominated the West, winning 5 of the 6 games so far, swept the 4 matchups last week.
Far cry from what we had last year.
Loss was 3. The penalty declines with 2nd and 13. Willie back to throw. Fires and looking for Clarence Denmark, but the pass is broken up by Billy Parker. It'll bring up 3rd down for Winnipeg.
Yeah, this is just excellent coverage by a veteran defensive back, Billy Parker. 7-year player from William Mary. Watch him. One-on-one, whole time, breaking, beautiful, great timing. Well, that's just getting it done right there. It's called throwing a blanket over him.
2nd 2 and out for Winnipeg. First since the opening series of the football game. Iralahu gets a tumbling kick to Logan. Just outside the 40-yard line, and Logan falls. And Teague Sherman there to make the special team stop for Winnipeg. A 46-yard punt, a return of 2.
Yes, Logan just juking himself. This is Teague Sherman flying down untouched.
During the kick, holding, Montreal number 42. 10-yard penalty, first down.
Nice job of breaking down. Basically just falling on Logan after he juked himself to the ground.
So much different job, though, for the Gunners like Teague Sherman now, because the 5 interior linemen on punt coverage cannot run downfield until the ball is kicked.
Yeah, so Teague Sherman, who played strong side linebacker for Winnipeg last year, who's taking a kind of a back seat to Chris Randall, who's now running that position on the first team. He's still a great tackler, so the Gunners, they got to break down and they got to be sure tacklers in open field because you don't have a lot of help around you, which we saw in that play.
So the Alouettes move back to the 31-yard line. Cato swings it out to Sutton, and in the open field again. A perfect stop is made by Chris Randall. There's no gain.
Yeah, talking to Chris yesterday, and boy, he's a little frustrated with his play, and he hadn't picked up the position as quickly as he'd like. But it is a hybrid position that's asked to do many things, and they got a lot of belief in this kid being able to handle it all.
We reached a 3-minute warning in Winnipeg. A back-and-forth game between the Bombers and the Alouettes. Get the whip of the studio, man. Lost the previous play was a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Cato under pressure again. Throws Sutton on the screen pass. Makes the catch. And just drags the tackler, Jamal Westerman, who stops him short. And have a first down after a gain of 6.
Yeah, so that puts Cato in this first half at 11 of 14 for 159 yards and 2 interceptions, the long of 51. Yeah, this is nice. Little screen pass, high percentage throw. Let your teammates work for you, but Winnipeg snuffs it out. Pretty easy to detect. Come up and make a play.
3rd 2 and out for the Alouettes. Justin Veltone back to receive this kick from Boris Beatty. He was asked that his name be pronounced Beatty. High tumbling kick, and it takes Veltone's momentum out of bounds at the 27-yard line. So it's a 46-yard punt and no return.
He lets that go. The ball lands out of bounds illegally in the air.
During the return,
moved up 10
holding,
yards.
Winnipeg number 31. 10-yard penalty. First down.
And Winnipeg was penalized last week 16 times for 160 yards in that loss to Hamilton. Here at the penalty in the middle of your screen. Right there, yeah.
I was just Maurice. It looked like Mo Leggett just trying to do his thing.
His thing is holding on that play.
He got caught cheating. That's tough to do. Running with athletes like that can run like the wind. They got strength, and you got to run with them in their hip pocket, gain leverage so you can block them. Tough to do.
Winnipeg starts now from his own 17-yard line. Here comes the rush. Willie gets the pass away and caught by Nick Moore. Moore's first catch of the game is a gain of 7.
It looked like Montreal is deploying a little different look here for Drew Willie, dropping people. Saw Gabriel Napton usually rush in. He dropped back into coverage, trying to play everything underneath. Bending, not breaking here.
Now Willie up and throwing again. He's got Julian Fioli-Godino, and Godino gets a gain of 5 and moves the sticks for Winnipeg. And John Bowman is down in the Winnipeg offensive backfield, but Bowman getting back to his feet very slowly. Bowman leads all active players with 85 quarterback sacks and will head to the Montreal sideline.
Yeah, the last play is almost like a rub and a pick. You know, offenses you can do. You're going to watch this guy just come up and bang Chip Cox and basically clear out space for Fedino and move the chains.
Early movement by Montreal. Free play for the Bombers. Willie swings it out for Paris Cotton. And Cotton running up the sidelines. Gets bounced back on the initial hit by Gerald Brown, but fights for more space. And the gain is 18 yards for Winnipeg on the pass to Paris Cotton. Assuming the flag is against Montreal for early movement.
Offside. Montreal number 95. And the penalty is declined. First down.
So the game stands. First down, Winnipeg at the Bomber 47.
Yeah, Corey Irving just offsides, and watch Drew Willie step up in the pocket. Know he's got a freebie. Pocket develop, step up, avoid, know where your people are at, get to them.
Now on first down, here comes the blitz. Willie gets the pass away to Moore, and Nick Moore collides hard with Jonathan Hefty as Moore gets up to the 54-yard line for a gain of 7.
Jonathan Hefty used to playing halfback. Now he's playing the corner, and talking to him yesterday, you know, he's basically said it's a standstill position compared to what he's used to. Here's the top of your screen. You can see everything playing underneath him. React, come up and lay a shoulder. He's about 185 pounds. He used to be about 200, lost about 15 pounds. I asked him how he did it. He said cycling, riding a bike.
Nice. Second and short. Willie has a look, but the pass is batted down as Alan Michael Cash got his hand on that.
Yeah, he's in there fighting with Picard and Greaves. And
getting double teamed and knocks the pass down. That's pretty good, man.
Yeah, he's fighting and he's battling in there. Boy, I love it. I love it. Watch the big man in the middle of your football screen. I'm going to show him to you. He's right here. Check him out. So you want to be a nose guard. Bang, 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 spy, spy. You can't get there, get your hands up. Shows you his credit card vertical.
Iralahu looking for the corner. That's a great kick. Logan back at the 5-yard line. Beats the first wave, gets tripped up at the 18-yard line. Getting a hand on him was Derek Jones, a 51-yard punt, a return of 13. And the Alouettes will take over with 52 seconds to go in the first half.
Yeah, this is what you play for. You're a young quarterback, old quarterback. I don't care. If you're Rakeem Cato right now, you got 52 seconds to go work your craft down the football field. I wonder if Turk Schoner, offensive coordinator, is going to give him the reins, let him go down there and see what he's got. Let him grow up a little bit here on this last drive of the first half. I would. Let's go play. Typically in high school,
when exactly wouldn't you? Out of curiosity.
They give you a short list. Go out there and play. Hurry up and go do your thing. Let them do it.
What'd you say, Gordon? When exactly would you take a knee, Matt?
No, there's 52 seconds on the clock. Hell, there could be 2 series in the Canadian Football League. Come on. 1 point in the end zone. 2 and out. Still got time on the clock. He can score twice here.
First down from the 18. And again, the end of ground is Sam Jaguar. And Jaguar gets tracked down from behind. And tackled on the play by Chris Randall. Yeah, check that. That's actually Keyshawn Fraser, who made the stop. Number 0, not number 8.
As Sam Gare last week, just playing pitch and catch with his young quarterback. Making it up on the fly. Up and over.
What a catch.
Well, here's a better shot of it. Watch this. It's beautiful. Oh, that's nice. Feathered it in there. Cato tried to do the same thing in the first quarter. Got himself in trouble. Took 3 points off the board. Sam Gare, fourth-year player from Sherbrooke. I think he's really going to come into his own. He's about prime and ready to do that.
Can we reset the game clock to 47 seconds and the play clock to 20 seconds?
You know, the last play, we talk about Matt Buckner, fourth-year player from Windsor. He came up and forced the issue. And it was just an outstanding job of containment, letting Keyshawn Fraser do his thing, coming from the inside out. That's team defense.
Clock running now. Alouettes out of the 21-yard line. People making a late call. We're talking S.J. Green. Under pressure. People gets away from Zach Anderson and goes out of bounds at the 25-yard line. That'll stop the clock after a gain of 4. So it brings up 3rd down now for Montreal. The Alouettes looking at setting the punting unit on, and they will. So another 2 and out for the Montreal Alouettes. So in this situation, Matt, by stopping the clock, now a chance for Winnipeg to quickly field this kick.
Yeah, you're gonna. Yeah, I mean, depending on what Beatty does here with his monster leg, we've seen Haralahu already pound some 60-yarders. You should have a decent shot for pushing the football down the field 2 or 3 times anyways.
Justin Belton, who's had a touchdown return, called back for a penalty in week 1. We're standing at his own 30-yard line. And the kick is blocked for that too. Into the end zone it goes. It's a touchdown for Teague Sherman. Looked like Lynn J. Shell got in to get his hand on it. And it's a touchdown on special teams for Winnipeg.
Just an outstanding job. Just basically untouched. Coming right at the middle, Lynn J. Shell. That is absolutely phenomenal timing. Laying out, Teague Sherman is rewarded.
Yeah, it was Lynn J. Shell.
Marco Brouillette trying to get enough of him, but it was Lynn J. Shell who leaned in there, got his hand on it, blocked it cleanly, and Teague Sherman, who's made some plays in the first half, special teams-wise, comes up with the biggest one in the first half. Right here at Manitoba, played for the Bisons, University of Manitoba, 3rd-year player, reintroducing himself to the fans.
And Haralahu puts the point after 4 this time. And so it's now a 19-10 lead. And Matt, not to criticize the rookie Cato too much, but if he doesn't go out of bounds there, Montreal runs the clock out.
Yeah, I like what he did. Good decision not to throw it. Here he is coming right in here. Watch this effort. You're gonna watch Brouillette come over late. There he comes, slips through, leans, contorts, gets a piece of it. That's all you need. That was huge for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers right here in Investor Group Field, keeping the fans in this football game.
So Teague Sherman has the touchdown. And that is his first in the Canadian Football League.
I don't want to go on the shelf above the mantle.
No. And Lynn J. Shell, the 33-year-old, brought in for some defensive insurance, playing for his 4th CFL team, comes up with a huge special teams play.
Yeah, just picked up in June of 2015. Hadn't been with the team but a little over a month. Made his impact felt.
Haralahu kicks that ahead, and the upback picks it up for Montreal. That's Jesse Joseph, a defensive end on the kickoff return. So with 14 seconds left, Montreal gets the ball back. But Matt, although Cato didn't throw the ball away on that second down play, he did go out of bounds to stop the clock.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's also self-preservation because he's got Zach Anderson chasing him, and it's like he slides, Anderson can fall on him. You never know what can happen. Get out of bounds. You're not going to. You don't think that's going to happen. You know, you got to put it back on your defense. I like the move from the young quarterback, although he didn't get out of bounds. I don't think realistically he had a chance to stay in bounds without putting himself in harm's way.
Now comes back in with 14 seconds left. The ball, the Montreal 43-yard line. Back to the ground is Sutton. And Zach Anderson gets a hand on him and limits the gain to 4.
Yeah, Trunks was on his horse chasing Rakeem Cato last series.
Zach Anderson nicknamed Trunks for the
massive lower half.
Lower body.
Yeah.
That's a powerful, powerful man.
Yeah, it is. And, you know, give him credit for chasing the quarterback in that last series, forcing him out of bounds with that extra effort, and all plays in. If he hadn't been there, Cato maybe moves the chain, slides. You know, that situation is completely different.
Sutton again, what should be the final play of the opening half. A fumble, and the Bombers are saying they have it, but time has expired. And so a special teams touchdown, an interception return for a touchdown, and the Winnipeg Blue Bombers have a 19-10 lead as we reach halftime.
I think so. Beat into their heads during the halftime. Play smart football.
Kicks it deep to Stephen Logan. Inside the 15-yard line. Logan looking for the edge. Gets a block, keeps going, and gets out to the 37-yard line. Teague Sherman, who recovered that block kick for a touchdown at the end of the first half, was down to make the stop, and so the Alouettes will go to work with Rakeem Cato, who was picked off twice in the opening 30 minutes, once for a touchdown.
I got news for Rakeem. That's going to happen. Happened to me 211 times over the course of my career. Sutton, you know, I'd like to see him get the ball just about as many times like that in the second, if not more. Pound it. You know, continue to try to establish the line of scrimmage. And S.J. Green's got to become more involved. One big catch over the middle. Should have been a touchdown. His ball was a little underthrown.
Nick Lewis held the one catch in the opening half. Cato fires, and there's Lewis with the catch, and he just falls across the 45-yard line for a gain of 8.
And Maurice Leggett, just a big man, just was shook off by Nick Lewis. And this is what Rakeem Cato did in the first half. From the beginning, he didn't look comfortable. Went the wrong way in the opening play of the ball game. Forces this one. Throws interception to Chris Randall. And then he kind of settled down a little bit, and I was really impressed with a drive. And that was pressure off the edge. And throws a pick 6 to Johnny Adams.
That's the 8th interception return for a touchdown in the first 10 games of the CFL season. Sutton, out close to midfield, gets to the 53. A gain of 8 to Montreal, first down.
You know, you got to play the game to learn the game. That's exactly what Rakeem Cato's getting a chance to do in that first half. Big-time learning experience for him. And he showed me a lot bouncing back after several miscues and mental errors, trying to force the issue, but he'll learn from that and see if he can't pick it up here in the second half.
Had a great senior season in college last year at Marshall, including leading his team, the Thundering Herd, to a last-second win over Louisiana Tech.
What'd you have to go there, Gordon?
Here's Cato with top, going deep. He's got S.J. Green. He's got the catch at the 25. Demond Washington back on the coverage along with Johnny Adams. The gain is 35 yards.
Yeah, I love this. This is play action. S.J. Green is going to be one-on-one. He's going to run a nice route. Watch him right here. He's going to run right here, push it, and then go to the sideline. Ball's going to be spotted. Little play action, buy some time. Nobody in his face. Locate it, give it to him. Big-time play for him starting the second half.
3 catches for 112 yards for S.J. Green. A first down now to the Winnipeg 23. Take the end around. And now fired up to Fred Stamps. And Stamps also kind of out of the offensive mix in the opening half. Gets down to the 15-yard line for a gain of 8.
You know, typically, Fred Stamps is playing X receiver to the boundary, wide receiver to the boundary. And a lot of times you're going to see a play like that, a hit screen. You know, I don't think that's Fred's game anymore. You know, the quick burst and making people miss, you know, because he's getting up in the years, but he's still a special receiver that has a lot of capabilities, a tremendous route runner. But He just got to give it to him, see what he can do with it, and Veteran made it happen on that play.
Second and short. Cato throwing down to the goal line. The pass is caught. Alex Charette did not make the grab. Had it for a moment, and it bounces out. Matt Buckner there on the coverage. Looked like Charette held on long enough, but the pass falls incomplete. It's now 3rd and 2, and Montreal will try a field goal.
Yeah, and you watch Charette, and it's not a very good route. Now, this ball could have been coming back the other way. You don't see the route here. The ball's thrown, and he kind of spots it where he can, and a little more on the outside, he might have a completion. That's a nice defensive play there by Matt Buckner, getting his arm in there, breaking that one up at the end.
Looked like a catch, man.
Never give up on it. Now the ball's put in the ground.
Tom Higgins had the challenge flag up, puts it away. Beatty on the field goal attempt. It's good. And so Montreal strikes with points on its opening possession of the second half and pulls within 6. Honestly. First down from the 35 for Winnipeg after the Montreal field goal. Drew Willie gives it off to Paris Cotton, and Cotton gets stacked up right away as Alan Michael Cash was in early on that play, along with Darren Kitchens. And here are the leaders for Winnipeg after the opening 30 minutes of play. Drew Willie, 9 of 13 for 136 yards. Paris Cotton receiving and running at 8 touches for 40 yards. And Clarence Denmark, 2 catches for 73.
Yeah, those are guys, those are players to watch being in a football game. Decent first half.
Gain was 3 on that first down play. Brings up 2nd and 7. And Willie again from the shotgun. Again, early movement. Free play for Winnipeg. Willie throws. Nick Moore's got it. And room to run. Jonathan Hefney unloads on Nick Moore. It'll be a first down for Winnipeg, but Nick Moore paid the price, a 22-yard gain.
Yeah, first of all, I absolutely love the long count and the change of cadence up front. Draws the defense offside, so you have an opportunity.
Montreal number 95. That penalty is declined. First down.
For this. And watch the nice route by Nick Moore and a great timing by Drew Willie. He's going to come up, push it, we'll go out here, and then come underneath. Nice route and great timing. There it is. Give it to him. Snap back up in that hole. Ball spotted perfectly. Boy, that's pretty to watch.
And then Hefney with the big hit. Hefney kept by Montreal in place of Jeff Tisdale. They felt Hefney was a little more physical on the corner. And now Willie throws it out of the shop here. Palmer on the fullback puts his head down and runs over Mitchell White for a gain of 16 yards.
Yeah, you better squeeze that big boy. Yeah, he's getting excited. He's taking that with him. He didn't want to give it up. That's pretty.
In the opener, Matt, against Saskatchewan, he had 2 carries in the game. He had 2 career carries going in.
Yeah, the big man has not been in the end zone his entire career, but I'd like to see it happen. He's not looking to outrun anybody. He's looking to run over somebody.
First down to the Montreal 35-yard line. On a sweltering night in Winnipeg. Willie sidearms that pass. It is incomplete. Looking there for Clarence Denmark. Early pressure on the safety blitz from Marc-Olivier Brouillette, along with Winston Venable.
Yeah, you think, boy, they're just coming. The whole it is a jailbreak. Paul, you got Marco Brouillette coming off the edge. You got Winston Venable. That was just cover 0 in your face. We think we're going to get to you before you get to us. That's the mentality the defense took right there.
Brings up 2nd down for Winnipeg. Here comes the blitz again, and John Bowman buries Drew Willie.
John Bowman, not touched, more pressure. I love the scheme. 10-year player from Wingate, 86th sack of his career. That's the 3rd one on the year already. He's on the edge, coming right off, untouched. That's easy pickings. John Bowman, 86 of the career.
And that takes Winnipeg out of field goal range into the wind. Hajrullahu will punt instead, and Logan stands back at his 10. Hajrullahu looking for the sideline, and he'll get it. A line drive that goes straight out. And they're going to mark it out at the 7. That's really out.
And you didn't react the way you normally would. You do with Richie Hall. He's surprised at how long it's taken this defense, though, to get back to that regular sort of play. But we're seeing more of it now. They thought this week that they had the opportunity to make some big plays coming in, and we saw some in the first half.
And Alex Charette makes the tackle and makes the catch there, but takes a hellacious shot from Matt Buckner.
He got lit up. Watch Rakeem's eyes. See if he's just staring down at his receiver. No, he looks left, gets rid of it as quickly as he can. Matt Buckner having a heck of a football game. Involved in a lot of different ways here for the Winnipeg D.
Game was 7, 2nd and 3. Cato, play fake to Sutton, has time and throws, and Nick Lewis has the catch. Chris Randall there on the coverage, but Lewis has a first down for Montreal. Pickup is 12 yards.
I like the formation, you know, and 4-1, 4 to the field. Watch Cato. He's going to scan it. Little point fake. Waits, locates. Nick Lewis doing the rest.
You know, Matt, Sarah talked about this Winnipeg defense, which last year allowed the most points in the Canadian Football League. That spin the number defense of Gary Etcheverry that torched last year.
Yeah, they did.
Now Terrell Sutton. Adams, and he got whacked up high.
You know who that was?
Sean Fraser came in late.
That was Greg Peach coming across.
And Peach picked up the loose football, but the play was called dead.
He stapled him to the turf. 7-year player from Eastern Washington. He's just going to continue to hustle the football as Sutton redirects, and watch him coming from right to left. Point right there. Little forearm right underneath the helmet. That could cost him later on in the week.
2nd and short for Montreal. Cato has time and throws. First down.
Got to catch it the first time.
But kind of crawled up his arm a little bit. Bruce Johnson there on the coverage. It's now 3rd down for Montreal.
Well, if you're a Winnipeg fan, that's what you wanted to see, is a stop here, get off the field, give it back to your offense. And the ball's thrown behind Fred Stamps a little bit, tried to make an acrobatic catch, and then his eyes quickly got to the defenders and said, "Nah, I don't think so." Right there, he's looking at defenders, and he bailed on it. That's self-preservation at its best right there.
Belton back to take the kick from Beatty. 11 blocked at the end of the first half, return for a touchdown. Low tumbling kick, Belton from the 35-yard line. And Belton gets some room and gets out across the 50 to the 51-yard line. 42-yard punt, a 16-yard return. Fred Stamps normally short last year.
Yeah, that's right. Revamped that offensive line, and still a work in progress.
On first down for the 51-yard line, the pass out to Rory Kohler, and Kohler got bounced around by the Montreal defenders.
Yeah, you know who that is. That's Kyler Ellsworth, 41, coming inside out.
New middle linebacker in place of Bear Woods, who was injured last week against Calgary, will likely miss the balance of the season after undergoing surgery of a torn pectoral muscle.
That just doesn't even sound good. Yeah, you know, I talked about a revamped offensive line and work in progress. That last sack was not on them. That's on Drew Willie. He's got to see the hot and get rid of the football. Know that the timing where he needs to go with it, he didn't have it.
2nd and 5, fake to Paris Scott, throw it to Nick Moore. Moore's got a first down. He collides with Marco Bruyette down to the 45-yard line, a gain of 9 and a first down for Winnipeg.
That's just football there, and that's a big time collision as everybody met on 17's upper half. Nice point fake, sucks Gabriel Napton on the inside, gives him clear vision to stick it on 17. Looks like Marco
knocked his helmet off.
Got most of Ellsworth as opposed to Moore on that play.
First down for the Montreal 45-yard line. Paris Cotton. Oh, man! Stuck again by Ellsworth. And now you talked about Ellsworth being the defensive MVP of the Rose Bowl against Stanford. A late addition as the starter for Michigan State. Makes the game-deciding play on 4th and goal. Saves the win.
Do you remember that play? He jumped over the D-line, O-line in the backfield. Look at that. That's picture perfect. Got leverage, used his hip, exploded it under very tough, elusive Paris Cotton. Well, that is textbook Michigan State product.
Noel Thorpe, the defensive coordinator for Montreal, calls it the plug-and-play defense. Next man up. That's Ellsworth. Now Willie fires, and the catch is made by Kohler. Close to another first down. Chip Cox makes the tackle. At the 36-yard line, the gain is 6. This will likely bring up 3rd and short for Winnipeg.
Yeah, this is a little simple route.
Down.
Yeah, they're going hurry up here. We'll show you real quick. He's going to come in here and come up, and he's going to bend back out. Go up, climb the ladder, take one in the lower back. Winnipeg moves to hurry up offense.
It's 3rd and inches, so Montreal can't get its short yardage defense on the field. And really moves ahead. They'll have it, but not by a bunch. And Winnipeg hasn't used the tempo offense so far this year as much as it would like. Of course, the CFL passed a rule change in the offseason that quarterbacks can indicate to the officials they're going to the tempo offense.
Yeah, well, you know, first week they're in Saskatchewan, very close game, you know, back and forth, wild game. And they win for the first time there on the road in 11 years. And then last week they get blown out. Willie's out of the game. Brian Brown probably didn't have a chance to work on that too much, so it's understandable.
First down for the Montreal 35-yard line, and Cotton gets brought down right away by Winston Venable.
Winston Venable, defensive team captain, just coming off the edge. The guy is one of those players who just is always around the football, much like Chip Cox on the other side, his teammate. And we're seeing Kyler Ellsworth have a heck of a game, but Winston Venable just shoots in and makes the play behind him in the backfield.
The defensive coordinator. And Venable, not the first member of his family to play pro sports in Montreal. His dad, Max, played for the Expo.
Talent in the family, good genes. Winston Venable's not disappointing.
Game was won. It's 2nd and 9. Now Willie fires, and the pass is caught by Nick Moore. And Moore's got a first down inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line to pick up a 15-yard.
That's about the only place the ball could have been thrown without his receiver getting his head taken off, because it's pretty tight coverage. And he spots it low. And Nick Moore goes down and makes a tough catch. It's a pocket shot. This is what Drew Willie defense is looking at. Watch Willie's eyes. He's looking at him whole way, waiting for him. Steps up, finds a lane. Throws it right underneath as Chip Cox is guarding one of the best receivers.
And meantime, John Bowman, number 7, shaking up on the play.
Yeah, no, last week he was injured a little bit last week on a very similar play where he kind of got somebody fell into him. This time he's whipped into a teammate, and I think this is a lingering injury for a 10-year veteran. Second, having a heck of a football game.
2:24 to go in the 3rd quarter. Play fake to Paris Cotton, and the pass falls incomplete for Moore. Last week, Montreal's home loss to the Hamilton Ticats dropped them to 4-15 in this stadium. Hamilton has as many wins here since the stadium opened as Winnipeg does. The Ticats are 4-0 here.
Yeah, Winston Venable coming right off the edge. Going to get a late shot on Drew Willie's throwing shoulder. And watch what happens after the play. He takes a shot right there. Ball's in the ground. Incompletion doesn't help things, but took a shot right in the ribs there. Throw a little sauce on there. Let's have a barbecue. Winston Venable living in the backfield right now.
2nd and 10. Willie throws. It's bent up in the air. And Alan Michael Cash, has his 2nd knockdown of the football game. We got tangled up there after the play with Dominic Picard of the Bombers, but it brings up 3rd down. And Winnipeg will have to try for 3.
That credit card vertical's working for Alan Michael Cash. It's pretty much the same technique he used last time. He's just going to engage. He can't get there. It's not his responsibility on this play. Watch him. He's right here. Watch. He's just going to stand there, look, get the quarterback's eyes. He almost comes up with a huge interception here, taking points away from the Bombers.
Liram Harala, who has not had a problem with field goals so far this year. It's been converts have been the issue. And for 25 yards out, puts it through, and the Bombers extend their lead to 22-13 with 1:31 to go in the 3rd quarter. And not a bad scoring drive for Winnipeg, directed by Drew Willie and company. Willie was quite proud of the fact that Winnipeg did not have a 2-and-out in week 1 against Saskatchewan. Only the 6th time that's happened in the last 8 years in the Canadian Football League.
Yeah, that's just dominance. Just dominating the line of scrimmage and doing what you have to do, moving the ball out of your end, just basically sustaining drives. And coming out of training camp with 2 preseason games, oftentimes you just don't know where you're at. But it's a good sign when you can get in that rhythm early, and they certainly were against Saskatchewan. And then last week was a completely different story against the Howland Ticats, who went to work on that Winnipeg offense.
First down, Montreal at its own 35-yard line. Cato throwing it to Green's wide open again. And Green off and running in Winnipeg territory. Again, Johnny Adams makes the tackle. It's a 43-yard gain for S.J. Green, who has made the most of his 4 catches in the football game. 155 yards receiving on those 4 grabs.
Yeah, first of all, this is great protection. Then watch the route by S.J. He's going to go up in here, bend, push, and then bend back here. What an incredible route. But in order to run that route, you got to have protection up front. They're only bringing 4. Then S.J. just finds a big old soft spot out there in that defense. And Cato throws a strike.
First down from the 32. Here comes the late rush. Cato fires. Logan's got the catch, and Adams throws him out of bounds at the 25 for a gain of 7.
These offenses are starting to open things up now. It's kind of back and forth. Good football game here. It's a nice response. Cato coming right in, just using his backs. Why not? Playmaker there and step on Logan. Give it to him.
Short. Here comes the blitz. Cato fires. Logan's got the catch on the first down. As he tight ropes up the sidelines, it gets inside the 20 to the 18-yard line for a gain of 7.
Yeah, this is high percentage throw. Winnipeg's trying to fool the young quarterback, bringing people down, dropping people back in the middle of the football field, and then nice play call by Turk Schoner, offensive coordinator from Montreal, putting Logan in the flat for the quarterback for an easy pickup of the first down. His numbers just under 79%. Impressive how he's shown some resilience.
First down from the 18. Cato off and running. He's got lots of room. And he stumbles as he gets down to the 10-yard line and falls close to a Montreal first down.
Yeah, and it's not clear to him here, so what's he going to do? He's going to pull it down and use his legs, and this is what I wanted to see more of, see his capability. You know, I liken him to the way he moves and the way he glides, kind of like what I saw from Damon Allen. Very similar in the frame.
Yeah.
6'1", about 165. He said a little over $150. And, boy, you get those comparisons to a guy like Damon Allen, a Hall of Famer, that rushed for over 11,000 yards. That's pretty good in week number 2.
First and goal from the 8. Sutton around the left side. Terrell Sutton puts his head down, fights for the goal line. Wow, Terrell Sutton just bashes the last 4 yards. And that draws the Alouettes within 3 with either a single or 2-point convert attempt to come.
This is absolutely phenomenal job by the big boys up front. Christian Matt, watch him move out here. Watch him come out here and lead this for his back. Get on your horse. Follow the big boy. Take one. And then Terrell Sutton says, I got the other. I got a nose for the end zone. No contest. Terrell Sutton won that one big time. And Maurice Leggett is not happy on the sidelines because he just got trucked.
Terrell Sutton, a 28-year-old native of Akron, Ohio. So now it will be a 1-point try for the Alouettes. That'll pull them within 2 if they make it. And now you start getting into the whole 1-point, 2-point conversation in the fourth quarter. And Beatty puts it through.
Another look at it, Terrell Sutton. You know, in football, folks, low man wins. In the interior with D-line, offensive linemen, and certainly running backs and would-be tacklers right near your kitchen sink. Christian Mack going to take one, and then Terrell getting lower than Leggett. He uses those strong legs. That's wanting it more than the other person. Nice job, well executed play. Nice drive, response drive by Rakeem Cato and his offense.
5 plays, 75 yards, 2.5 minutes, and a real mismatch on the block. Christian Mackley's 300 pounds, Johnny Adams 190.
Mama didn't say it was going to be easy, just worth it. He may be questioning that right now.
Let's do it. Give me that bitch back.
So settled in for a battle here in the fourth quarter. Winnipeg trying to bounce back from a brutal home loss last week to Hamilton. Montreal trying to keep the momentum going after a big win last week over the defending Grey Cup champion. Volta finds a seam out across the 30-yard line. And Sam Giguère up to make the special team stop, along with Chris Aki making his CFL debut. The Alouettes' first-round draft pick, 4th overall out of Laurier. So Willie comes back on the field, first down from the Winnipeg 33-yard line.
With Montreal just 2 points behind him now. See if he can't respond with a drive of his own.
And Willie under pressure gets away and throws. The pass is caught. Looks like Kohler hung on long enough for a gain of 13 and a Winnipeg first down. Winnipeg in Calgary next week. Montreal home.
Yeah, this is really nice. You're gonna watch this, Gordon. You come in here, you're gonna spot. Watch Willie just drop this ball in there. Wait. Let him clear. Stick it in there. I like it.
First down at the 46. Willie gets away. He's got Denmark moving up the field. The Willie's got nothing but yard lines in front of him, and Drew Willie was out of bounds to Montreal 47-yard line for a gain of 17 yards.
Yeah, he's going to use the technique of stepping out of the tire. All quarterbacks use it. It's in your, and watch as this play develops. He feels pressure, and he's going to take his right foot and step out of the tire right here and whips him around. Whip it around. Throws your hips. Every quarterback learns that. And then he's on his horse because you got Darren Kitchens from Florida, first-year player in hot pursuit.
First down play, give it up to Cameron Marshall, and Marshall gets a little Gerald Brown, then a big collision with John Bowman, who's back in the game for the Alouettes.
Cameron Marshall just made that look easy, sidestepping Gerald Brown, and he's a big back. Marshall, he probably goes about 220, and right here, he's just slippery. Whoop. Get out of the way. That's a good sign of the back.
Game was
quality back, Gord, that makes the first guy miss on a regular basis.
Bombers with the win here in the fourth quarter. 12 minutes to go. 2nd and 5. Willie throws, and the pass is caught by Nick Moore. He's got a first down at the 35-yard line.
That formation in there was really nice. Formation is really nice. Forward of field, and they had Pomprion in the boundary as a tight end, and really had Montreal on their heels, and they just flooded the zone. Just flood the zone here with 4 people, and you're going to have a receiver come scot-free underneath. Easy first down for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers based on formation alone.
Inside the 35-yard line. Willie fires again, and the catch is made again by Kohler. He'll have a gain of 6.
And cash money. Alan Michael Cash, number 91, was right in the lap of Drew Willie on that one. He tapped his helmet to go out and get a breather as Bowman comes off as well. You see Klassen come in. Napton stays out there. And as well as number 72, Darren Kitchens, first-year player from Florida. So that heat is taking its toll on that Montreal offensive line as well as this drive.
Marshall back in. And Marshall gets thrown back as Venable got a hold of his ankle right away. Gain of maybe 2 on the play. Will bring up 3rd down and a long yard for the Bombers. Decision time for Michael O'Shea.
Marcel Belfay's on the field there, and they're sending out They're sending out the short. No, they got Haralahu out there.
Yeah, the field goal unit's on. This will be 3rd and 1.5 yards. They need to get inside the 25, Matt.
So that substitution goal that Montreal made there with their defensive line looks like it paid off for them because they stopped them short and had penetration on that second and medium situation, and it's forcing this field goal attempt by Winnipeg now.
This is 33 yards. This has been a distance that's bedeviled Alouettes so far this year on point after attempts. Brian Brom is the holder. And this time Alouettes puts it through. So a big 3 there for Winnipeg. Now a 5-point lead for the Bombers.
Consumption is up here in Winnipeg.
Kano on the first down throw, incomplete for Nick Lewis. Coverage there, provided by Winnipeg linebacker Khalil Bass.
That was zone coverage and small window. And, you know, talking to Winnipeg and certainly Chris Randall yesterday, they wanted to be able to dictate where Rakeem Cato threw the football in small windows. On that play, they were able to get it done.
Brings up second down. 9:45 to go in the fourth quarter.
Nick Lewis is lined up as a wide receiver.
Cato goes the other way. S.J. Green makes the catch, but again, Khalil Bass, the first-year man out of Portland State, makes the tackle. Will bring up 3rd down for Montreal. The gain is 6.
Yeah, Nick Lewis was a decoy out here. It's 5'10", 244-pound decoy. Lining up as Z receiver furthest away from the quarterback, and they had no intentions just trying to get him open out there. Came to the short side, but Khalil Bass was all over it.
That's the first time either team has gone 2 and out here in the second half. Now Beatty to punt. Belton back to receive. Big kick by Beatty. Belton from his 20-yard line. And Kitchen brings him down shy of the 30, a 50-yard punt. And an 8-yard return. Drew Willie and the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, a 5-point lead, 9:01 to go in the fourth quarter. Last month you might have heard about it.
Yeah, I saw the Americans finishing off properly. Yeah, it was beautiful. 5-2. Runaway victory.
Here's Willie trying to shovel that down to Paris Cotton. The pass falls incomplete. That'll bring up second down. Mentioned Winnipeg goes to Calgary next week. The Bombers had that 5-1 start last year, and then of course lost 8 in a row at one point, finished 7-11.
That little shovel pass, I love the play call. Willie's going to get on the edge, a little point fake there, suck in the defense, look outside. You got a pattern in front of you, not there. You got a little shovel underneath. Couldn't connect. Incomplete pass, 2nd and 10.
But Matt, Winnipeg feels like it shored up 2 areas that needed addressing: offensive line, defensive backfield.
Yes.
2nd and 10. Willie flushed out. Gonna run again. Long way to go. Look out, he got belted there.
Yeah, you know who?
Middle linebacker Kyler Ellsworth.
Yeah, I like watching that kick throw.
This is going to be interesting, Matt. Now, just shy of the 40-yard line. It's 3rd in the yard for Winnipeg.
If that.
And O'Shea's having a look, and the punting unit is coming on.
Yeah, Willie's going to look left here at the top. Right here, he's looking left. He wants to go left all the way, but he's too late there. Chip Cox is going to take it back if he tries to stick it out there. And then Ellsworth comes inside out with hot pursuit.
Now, Drew Willie, Matt, wants to go for it here. He's arguing with Mike O'Shea to get how little they have to go.
They got Marvin in now.
Put their short yardage unit on, so they're taking the punt unit off. And on 3rd and less than a yard, in comes Robert Marv.
Yeah, this is bold right here, to say the least.
Inside your 40-yard line, nursing a 5-point lead. Noel Thorpe lines it up on the Montreal defense.
Neanderthal football. Stack him up.
Marv goes straight ahead.
Yeah, he got it.
Needs the 40-yard line. He falls forward to pick it up on his second effort.
Yeah, see, I just don't get that. You know, I was involved in that, though. And then late in my career, started spreading it out. It's a lot easier. Here's a look at the pitch shot. You want to be in there right now. Look at him submarining, stopping the momentum of the big boys up front for Winnipeg. Then it gets ugly. Whole lot of grabbing and pulling and
poking and
it's ugly. Seriously. I can't even talk about the things that go on in a pile like that. It's just a mass of humanity. Noel Thorpe, he thinks he's got it. Nope. I like the enthusiasm, though. Defense coordinator from Montreal.
Got to be careful of that now, Matt. They'll call that as a penalty if you indicate a flag. You're right. Big call for the official. Willie throws it out there. Nick Moore makes the catch seconds before Mitchell White got there. And Mitchell White had eyes like silver dollars there, looking at the end zone to take it the other way.
Yeah, Jonathan Bowman, who's having a heck of a start to the 2015 season. He's all the way over here. Watch him work. Contain, contain. Get there. Get on your horse. Get on your horse. Ooh, that's a good job of letting up there. Years past, a lot of guys would have just kept that momentum going and laid a lick on the quarterback. Not today. Got to protect those guys.
2nd and 5. Willie fires his tip. Winston Venable got a hand on that. Will bring up 3rd down.
He's been living in the backfield this second half. Winston Venable is just making his presence known out there. And tremendous football player. Well, they got an active linebacking core. Ellsworth, Cox, Venable. So versatile, making plays.
Gets that away. High kick. Logan fields that inside the 30-yard line. And a late flag comes down as he steps out of bounds at the 35. A 37-yard punt, an 8-yard return. We'll sort out the flag as Rakeem Cato with the Montreal decoy out there. He's open. But Cato goes the other way. And Leggett almost picked that off. The pass is caught by Alex Charette, a gain of 8.
Yeah, this is a long throw, and he stares it down. Young quarterback just looking at his receiver. He's right here. He's going to move out here, and Leggett is right there the entire time. He's underneath it. If he just would have taken a step forward, I think he kind of lost his momentum and took him out just a little bit. If he takes a step forward, he might have been able to undercut that and take it for a pick 6.
2nd and short. Here's Sutton on the carry. Bursts through the line, and Terrell Sutton goes over Adams. Fights his way across the 50 after the 52 for a gain of 19 yards. And the 5'8", 210-pound Terrell Sutton once again makes defenders pay.
Yeah, and again, it's Christian Madden, the offensive line up front, and leverage is the key here. Watch him here. He's going to bang, and then he's going to get upfield for some more. And that's where Terrell Sutton's going to go. Bang, get up for the field with some more. There's another block, seals it. And then Sutton gets lower than Johnny Adams. Adams is getting tired of getting steamrolled here in the second half. That's just power football.
Play fake to Sutton. Cato up and throwing. S.J. Green's got the catch. Inside the 40 down to the 38-yard line for S.J. Green. Matt Buckner there on the coverage. A 20-yard gain for Green, who's closing in on 200 yards receiving on the night. He's got 181 yards on just 6 catches.
Tom Higgins talked about how well this guy locates the football, leveraged by the big receiver, S.J. Green. And the ball's going to be spotted out there where S.J. can go get it. Oh, that's nice. That is nice.
Winnipeg on the move here. 3.5 to go in the 4th quarter. Cato fires to the sideline, incomplete for Sam Giguère. And there on the coverage was Johnny Adams for the Bombers.
Big 2nd down and 10 play right here with just about 3.5 minutes to go, 4 minutes to go in this ball game. And 3.5, and see what Cato's made of here. Big time drive. See if he can't move the chains here and keep it going.
Cato over 300 yards throwing in his 2nd CFL start. Flush out of the pocket, has room to run, gets a block, and he won't get there in time. Closing quickly on him was Bruce Johnson. The gain is 7. Will bring up 3rd and 3 for Montreal. 3 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. And the field goal unit is coming on for Montreal.
Bruce Johnson comes 45 yards away, full flight, and just tracks down Rakeem Cato, forcing a third down situation. Unbelievable hustle by Bruce Johnson.
We've reached the 3-minute warning in Winnipeg. Montreal will try for 3, down by 5. You've got a field goal try by Boris Beatty from the 39 to drop Montreal within 2. Watts on it. And he pounds that through. And so now a 25-23 game with 2:49 to go in the fourth quarter. Up to Drew Will in the offense now to chew some time off the clock.
This is where a young offensive line can really put a stamp on their football game and control the line of scrimmage and root it out for the next 2 minutes and 49 seconds. I mean, this is where you see what you're made of.
This is where also now, under 3 minutes to go, the rules adjust somewhat. Each team loses a timeout. You only have one you can call in the last 3 minutes. Now the command center will review all plays, although coaches can still ask for a challenge on pass interference.
And the clock stops after every play.
Paris caught on the first down carry, and John Bowman gets in. He almost took that handoff, and the loss is 5.
Yeah, and this is just a beeline. He gets leverage. They're going double tights here. Winnipeg is. You can see the double tights. There's 1, there's 2, and he's going to leverage right underneath. Clear shot into the backfield. That's called a stop.
So now we got 2nd and 15. Willie throws, caught in the catch, a ways to go. And it gets wrapped up as Gerald Napton brought him down to the 40-yard line, 5 yards short of a first down. And now Winnipeg will have to punt.
That's just great defense, Gord. Knowing it's 2nd and 15, they're going to give you everything underneath and rally to football. Little stunt up front. They don't get to the quarterback. He slides to his left and finds Paris County on the flat. And Gabriel Napton is hustling out there, making sure they got to punt the football. Exactly what you needed from Montreal. Give a young quarterback a chance to finish the deal on the road.
Now Logan standing back at his 25-yard line to take the punt from Hairolahu. Good kick by Hairolahu. Chases Logan back inside the 20. He's got some room to run, though. Gets by the first wave, keeps going, and then a shoestring tackle is made by Winnipeg's Jesse Briggs. A 51-yard punt, return limited to 4. And so now, Rakeem Cato and the Montreal offense will go to work. 1:54 to go. They've got a timeout remaining, and still to come tonight, the Saskatchewan Roughriders and the BC Lions in a crucial game for both those clubs on the West Coast. Coming up next on almost all the TSNs, 1, 3, 4, and 5.
That'll be a good one. See if BC can respond after a loss last week.
Now Cato battles the Bombers and their crowd. Lots of time. Cato gets away initially. Greg Peach gets a hand on him, and a tough stick there from Khalil Bass, a gain of 3.
There's some tough yards right there. But I'm glad he didn't try to stick it in there because he had nothing. Nice defensive secondary coverage by the Bombers. Making it cloudy for the quarterback. Wasn't clean for him. He didn't force it. Biggest play of the ball game right here, Gord.
Here comes the blitz off the edge. Cato stands in and throws, and Nick Rose can't hang on. Chris Randall there on the coverage, step for step. And now it's 3rd and 8 for Montreal. 1:26 remaining And the offense is remaining on the field for the Alouettes.
Yeah, they're going to bring pressure off the edge. Pressure off the edge. Sutton's going to step up and pick it up and stymie it, give his quarterback a chance. There's a pickup. And then that's just brilliant coverage by Chris Randall on Nick Lewis.
Now, the challenge flag is out from Tom Higgins. He's asking pass interference on the play. On the coverage by Randall on Lewis. Now, an important point here, Matt. Illegal contact is not reviewable. Only pass interference is. So it has to be when the ball is in the air.
Yeah, I think he may see his right.
Montreal is challenging that there's defensive pass interference. We'll review the play.
And this is a good call by Tom Higgins because Chris Randall is very close. In fact, his right hand may be hooking the waist of Nick Lewis as he's before the ball gets there, and that's ultimately what they're going to look at. We'll take another look at it. Just watch his right hand. Yeah, I think he's already made contact.
So the command center reviewing this on a crucial second down play. Was he in early? What do you think, Matt? You think he was?
I think he was. I think Tom Higgins is going to get the call he's looking for. Here's a real good shot.
Now, worth pointing out as well, you may only challenge once on pass interference in the last 3 minutes.
I think that right hand is on Nick Lewis' rib cage. Right there his rib protector is. Here comes Lewis. He's coming across the formation from right to left. Little drag route. Ooh. That's tight. Quick one there. My hands are still up in the air from
my vote, Matt?
The Sutton touchdown in the first half.
That's a good defensive play.
I think it was.
I don't think that's pass interference. But I defer to you in all things. Except restaurants.
That was, I think Chris Randall played a heck of a football game.
A long review here.
That's a good football play.
1:26 to go. It's either 3rd and 8 or a new set of downs.
One more look at it.
So it's when the ball is in the air, and there was a hand on the shoulder.
Well, this is the biggest play of the ball game. I think Chris Randall came up with an outstanding one. Cato double clutched it there, trying to get the ball to Nick Lewis because of the pressure, and he didn't want to force it and have a pick six. Here it is here. Ball's in the air.
Yeah.
And it looks like he's tugging on the jersey on his right side, right rib cage. But is it enough? Here we go.
The ruling on the field is confirmed by replay. No pass interference. Montreal will be charged their timeout.
So now Montreal cannot call timeout and cannot challenge anything more.
That's Chris Randall coming up, biggest play of the ball game right there.
Here we go now. 3rd down.
Need one more. They're going to reset the 20 clock.
The 20-second clock hadn't been reset. Now they do.
Jeff Parrott got in the face. And that big man says do something. Everybody listen.
Cato flushed out of the pocket. Here comes the rush. He throws. And it's incomplete.
Chris Randall.
Looking for S.J. Green, but Randall gets a hand in there. No question. That was a great defensive play. Montreal turns it over on downs with 1:20 to go in the 4th quarter.
Chris Randall covering the best receiver on the football field in a Montreal uniform. S.J. Green forcing the 3rd and 8 in the second down play. And he is on him. Blanket coverage. Oh, that's beautiful. Got underneath the throw, too. That is just... Chris Randall has played a heck of a football game, a strong side linebacker for the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. Position he's just now learning. Converting over from field side corner. Chris Randall getting it done. fourth-year player from Utah State.
And now the give goes to Cameron Marshall. And a flag comes down late as Marshall gets stacked up. And again, the Bombers will keep the ball on the ground, and the clock will start once the ball is placed.
That's big-time stop there with this crowd needed, with the Winnipeg Blue Bombers needed. And Tom Higgins did everything he could.
Winnipeg number 36. Penalty is declined. Second down.
This is Randall getting after it again. Game's on the line. Undercuts S.J. Green. Tight coverage. Brilliant by Chris Randall. But he talked to Coach O'Shea about him, and they absolutely love his work ethic and believe in him that he can master that position, a strong side linebacker, and all the things it asks you to do as a player in the Canadian Football League game.
So Marv comes in now with a minute to go in the fourth quarter on this second down play. Give it out to Marshall, and Marshall's got a first down. And now, with Montreal unable to stop the clock, the Bombers just forcing the ball down their throat.
That is going to make those cool ones after the game for the big boys taste even better. Bryant, Greaves, Picard, Chung, and Daniels, along with some help from Tim Cronk and Michel Pierre Poprian. I tell you, that feels good when you're able to move the chains when they know you got to run the football, trying to turn the clock and get the job done. I know if I'm Drew Willie, I'm buying those big boys cool ones all night long.
The conversation all week long was whether or not Willie should play. He does. And the Blue Bombers, who have struggled in their new stadium, will bounce back from a demoralizing loss last week to Hamilton.
And that is West 2, East 0 in week 3.
Yeah. Winnipeg into Calgary next week. And now, look out as time winds down. Some pushing and shoving breaking out there. Little linebacker, Kyler Ellsworth is in the middle of that for Montreal. And no surprise that Dominic Picard would be in it for Winnipeg.
It was a hard-fought game in the trenches, and it was not only hot and humid and sticky here, but it was a tightly contested matchup in the line of scrimmage from both sides of the football, defensively, offensively, from both.
Major foul, unnecessary roughness. Montreal number 91. That penalty be declined.
And Michael Cash, who had a whale of a game himself, just not willing to give up on the effort today.
Michael O'Shea's Winnipeg Blue Bombers.
Chris Randall's got to be our guy, though.
Well, it was a night in which the much maligned Winnipeg defense rose up after getting shredded in the first couple of weeks of the season. Randall, a big part of that.